Hello everyone, my name is Jaybird and welcome back to Narcissu Side Second. Without any further ado, let's continue, let's just jump into it. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's really fun to say that. Especially like that. Even though it was still morning, it already felt like midday. Today also looked like it would be a hot day. In that, walking the 3-minute distance, I again was headed toward the hospital. In my hands, the usual tote bag with a pattern of yellow sunflowers on white. Nothing in particular had changed from yesterday. It was just another summer day. What differed was, hidden inside the tote bag, the lunch that Mother had made for me. Yes. Called from far away, I turned towards the familiar voice. What's going on, being in a place like this? I've been waiting. I wanted you to help me a bit. With just those words, Himiko-san quickly started walking. Just where was she going? Wherever it wasn't the main entrance, but the rear. While not knowing what was happening, I followed along. Hi! Dochaku! Okay, here we are. The place we'd come to was the hospital's courtyard. Pretty. Around the small fountain was a clock and many flower beds. While I had been hospitalized, it had been a place I came to numerous times. I have a bug bite on my neck. Ugh. It itches. Is something going on here? Yeah, look over there. What Himiko-san was pointing at was the corner of a flower bed, roughly 3 meters square. Wow, great. It was just that even though there was grass and flowers blooming around it, the patch alone had nothing growing in it. That patch alone. And so, ta-da! What's that? Bulbs! I was thinking we'd plant them here now. Proudly, Himiko-san took out a bulb from the plastic bag in her hand and showed me. Counting them up, there seemed to be around 100? Sure, if 2 people were planting, it'd be done in about an hour, but I was worried about something else. It's okay to just go ahead and plant them? Well, this patch is for winter use after all. What I'm asking about is just go ahead part. It's fine. It's not like we'll get in trouble. That really didn't feel like much of an explanation, but winter use probably meant that it was for flowers that bloom in the winter. And I understood that for that reason, now was the time to plant them. But even then, I didn't see how that connected with planting in the hospital's flower beds without permission. Or were the people of the 7th floor permitted this much freedom? Okay, why don't we start? Dig until 10 centimeters and then plant it, alright? What, I just have a fucking ruler on me? I hate it when people are like, oh, you have to like make this 3 inches thick. Measure this out to be about 2 inches. It's like, I don't have a fucking ruler on me. I don't know anybody else who has a ruler on them. Or at least, like, I never have a ruler. I need a new ruler. Because I don't have one. I keep losing mine. I just hate it when people are like that. It's like, does it look like I have a measurement thing on me? Does it look like I'm like memorized how much something should be? So I don't need a ruler or whatever. Once she said that, she handed the bag of bulbs and a small gardening trowel over. Recently, my health had been fine, so this wasn't a problem. But I wonder if it was alright for Himiko-san to work under this blazing sky. I couldn't help but worry about that, but Himiko-san herself was planting with amazing vigor. Dig, dig, dig. Dig, 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 dig. Wait. Dig, 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 dig. Dig, 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 dig. Maybe gardening was a hobby? One might believe that, since her hands moved unnaturally well.
そうそう。そんな感じで軽く土もかけてね。
Yeah, just slightly cover it with dirt like that.
うん。
Once in a while, as I watched and imitated her, she would give instructions.
ね。これって何の花なの？
I have a feeling of what she's gonna say. Is it gonna be Narcissu? Is it gonna be Narcissu? I'm gonna cry if it is. Say, what flowers are these?
水仙よ。知ってる？
Ah, damn it, wasn't. Okay, I won't cry. I'll just cry later. Daffodils, you know of them? No.
うん。名前くらいは。
The name, at least. I love that. Make that the quote of Setsumi. Just just like Everett's catchphrase is ugh. Yuck. Even so, I could only remember that they were white flowers. Having only seen them blooming on TV or in a book, this was the first time I've held a bulb like this.
あのね、これって珍しいのよ。今の時期にあるなんて。
You know, it's quite surprising for them to be around in this season.
そうなの。
Really?
ええ。本来は夏の終わり頃だからね。
Yeah, normally it'd be around the end of summer. And then Himiko-san taught me various things. That the scientific name was Narcissus. I'm gonna cry! I'm gonna cry! Oh my god! I was fucking right! I was fucking right all along! The game got me! I thought it was going somewhere else, but nope, I was right. Sorry. The scientific name was Narcissus, from the family How do you say that word? I don't know how to say that word. Now I'm gonna have to stop the entire video just to know how to say that word. How do you say this word? 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 Google. Save me, Google. Save me, Google. Save me, Google. How do you say this word? Still Googling it. I'm sorry. Still good. I wasn't expecting it. Okay. Okay. Give me a minute. Amaryllidaceae, or that's what the person said. Or E. How? I'm sorry. How you could grow them from seeds, but since they take a few years to bloom, bulbs are planted instead. How in the deep of winter, when the flower beds were a lonely place, their single proud blooming form was impressive and beautiful.
やっぱり園芸が趣味なの。
So, gardening really is your hobby?
別に趣味ってわけじゃないわよ。
It's not really a hobby or anything.
じゃあどうして詳しいの？
Then why do you know so much?
どっちかというと職業柄かな。
If I had to say, it was part of the job, I guess. A gardener? A florist? But before, she said she liked cars. I didn't really understand. I still really didn't know much about Himiko-san.
何にしてもこれが咲く頃には私はいないけどね。
Well, either way, when these bloom, I won't be around. And as always, cheerfully talking about things that make you stop short. What I knew was that she was a resident of the 7th floor and that the rest of her time was within sight. And paying that no heed, she does these things and was a person who could be called carefree.
さて、だいたい終わったし、そろそろ部屋に帰りましょう。
Okay, since it's more or less done, it's about time we go up to the room. Damn, Himiko-san makes me depressed. Together we carefully washed our hands and headed to the 7th floor. Right in front of us, as we got off the elevator, was a large cart carrying lunch. It was already that time. And so, with Himiko-san's lunch tray in hand, we went back to the room. Normally when this time came, I'd be headed back home to eat lunch.
ねえ、せつみ、一緒に食堂行く？あなたも家まで帰るのめんどくさいでしょ。
Hey Satsumi, want to go to the cafeteria together? It's a lot of trouble to go back to your home, right? Holding her own tray, Himiko-san made the suggestion. Normally I would have wound up thinking it over, but today was a bit different.
今日私、お弁当持ってきてるから。
Today I brought a lunch, so...
あなたお弁当持ってきてるの？
You brought a lunch?
お母さんが作ってくれたから。
Mother made it for me. As I spoke, I took out the lunchbox from the tote bag and opened it on the small table near the bed. And the frozen barley tea I brought along was now melted just right for drinking. Oh.
どうかした？
Something wrong?
せつみ！
I guess I could say that.
びっくりした。
What? You scared me. Wah! What are you, fucking Waluigi? What are you, Waluigi? What are you, Waluigi? What are you, Waluigi? Oh my god, Waluigi. Wait for it, wait. You scared me!
私は今猛烈に感動してるのよ。
Right now I'm really touched! Oh.
まさかこんな場所にお弁当持参で来てくれる子がいるとは。
To think that there would be someone who would bring lunch to such a place.
ありがとう。ありがとね。
Thank you! Thank you! Hey, don't cling.
ちょっとオーバーだったかしら。
Was that a bit over the top? Yes. And so we began eating lunch together. Himiko-san got off the bed and we sat in folding chairs next to each other. By the way, Himiko-san's lunch, even though it was the 7th floor, didn't look all that different from the food in the other wards. I wondered if it would have been extremely luxurious, but it was what you would call a plain hospital lunch. Compared to that, my lunch, which Mother had put effort into making, spicy fried tofu, lots of croquettes. It was a very lively, tofu.
Gee.
Stare. Audible staring. Stare!
ねえねえ、一つもらっていい？
Hey, can I have one?
どうぞ。
Here.
いただきまーす。
Yay, thanks a lot. Chomp.
これカレーコロッケね。
Hot! Is this a curry croquette? It wasn't supposed to be all that spicy, but Himiko-san drank far too much water.
大丈夫。
She's thirsty. You okay?
実は私って辛いの超苦手なのよね。
See, I'm really bad with anything spicy. Unlike her normal image, some tears were in her eyes. She looked so pitiful, I decided to tell her what was in them.
これが野菜コロッケ。
This is a vegetable croquette.
はい。
Maybe it's from the tofu. Maybe some of the spicy tofu got into. Because if you put like spicy food with something like normal, like right next to each other, the flavors might mix together. It's the same thing with like putting anything with peppermint like next to it, because then everything will start smelling like peppermint. It's interesting. Come again?
そっちはかぼちゃ。手前のは肉コロッケよ。
That's pumpkin, and the one in front is a meat croquette.
もしかして見ただけで中身がわかるの？
Wait. Just by looking, you can tell what's inside? Nod. I gave a nod at her words. Really? So, to show the half-believing, half-doubting Ona-san, I split open the croquettes with my chopsticks.
ほら、合ってるわよ。
See? I'm right.
なんでわかるのよ。外見全く同じなのに。
You can probably tell by the smell. Wait, how did you know? The outsides look all the same.
全く同じってわけでもないわ。
It's not like they're exactly the same.
少なくとも私には見分けつかないわね。
Well, for me at least, I can't tell them apart.
ねえ、もしかしてコロッケに詳しいの？
Hey, could it be that you know a lot about croquettes?
別に。
Not particularly. I didn't think it was all that amazing myself. Basically, from eating them every day, I just learned to pick out the little differences between the outsides.
ごちそうさまでした。
Phew, thanks for the food. Once our meal was finished, I placed this now emptied lunchbox once again into the tote bag.
ねえ、コロッケ博士。
Hey, Professor Croquette.
はい。
Come again?
食後のアイスに行かない？博士も。
Want to go for an after-meal ice cream, Professor? Could it be that Professor Croquette meant me? No shit, Sherlock! God.
変なあだ名。つけないでよ。
Don't go tacking on weird nicknames.
気に入らなかったみたいね。
Looks like you don't like it. It's so hilarious. Beyond the windows that could only open 15 centimeters was the summer sky. The voices of noisily crying cicadas and Himiko-san's bright laughing voice rang out in the narrow room. There, always bright and cheery, was Himiko-san. And just maybe, I too was smiling. Aw. Well guys, I'm gonna end this episode here. If you guys enjoyed this episode of Narcissu Side Second, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!